according to that definition, and what encompasses academic freedom is enshrined in the Constitution, not in the four corners of this agreement. So kahit wala po yung agreement na yan, ang kanilang tinatawag na academic freedom ay mananatili. Kaya po sana yung mga ibang mga kasamahan natin, mga kapwa ko graduates ng University of the Philippines, sana po wag na nating gamitin itong misleading na issue. Wala naman pong academic freedom na mako-curtail o may impinge dahil sa pagsasara ng agreement ito. Dahil inuulit po natin, ang academic freedom, even according to that definition, is enshrined in the Constitution, not in this agreement.
David Santos was raising his hand.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
You've always been seen as a liberal, thinker sa administration natin, Sec, no? You speak your mind, even if this may be unpopular sometimes within the cabinet or among your defense colleagues. Can you walk us through to this decision process to finally put an end to this agreement? Considering na, as pointed out by General Arevalo, since 1991, pwede naman consider void ito with the separation of the PNP doon sa arrangement ng agreement. What took us this long, itong matatagal na panahon to finally, at this time, at your turn, to end this?
Yeah. I've been thinking about abrogating this agreement since a couple of years back, nung malaman ko ito, no? And trying to see how it works, and so it came a time when talagang itong mga recruitment nila sa loob ay talagang lumalaki. Lumalaki the incidents of students being killed, or former students of UP being killed in the encounters, dumadami na. So I think that this agreement has outlived its usefulness na. It's not helping the people. It is not helping the students kasi nandyan sa loob, naka-embed niya sa loob yung mga nag-recruit. I'll read you some of the yung listahan. Itong si Josephine Lapera was killed in UP Manila. Anong organization niya? Gabriela. Giancarlo Alberto, Anak Bayan. Christine Poche, League of Filipino Students. They all died, They all died. Rica Noel Monte, Gabriela. I can go down the line, lahat Gabriela, Kabataan, LFS, everything. So, it confirms our accusations that these organizations are fronting for the Communist Party of the Philippines.
Sir, baka pwedeng magdagdag ako.
Yeah.
Matagal na po tayong pinahihirapan ng teroristang CPP-NPA. 52 taon na po. At sa loob ng mga panahong yon, katakot-takot na hirap, paghihirap ang inabot ng ating mga sambayanang Pilipino. Kasama na po yung mga kawawang magulang na ginagapang ang kanilang mga anak para lang makapagtrabaho. Tatay din ako. May anak din akong gustong mag-aaral sa UP. Subalit, sumasang-ayon ako na dapat walang ganitong klaseng agreement. Ang bottom line po, matagal na nating ginagawa ang mga iba't ibang hakbangin upang matapos na natin ang problemang ito sa insurensiya, sa CPP-NPA. And this is one of those measures na kailangan natin gawin among the many things that we are now doing para matapos natin ang ating problema sa insurgency. Laging tinatanong ng sambayanang Pilipino, bakit umabot ng ganito katagal? Anong ginagawa ng sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas? Hindi naman po tayo humihinto. That's why we are continuing with our operations, and we are trying doing other means, ways, and forms in order to achieve our objective. And this is one of those.
Okay, please understand na we have nothing against UP. This is not an attack against UP or the alumni. Gusto lang naming malinis yung UP sa mga bad elements sa loob. And I have 2 kids who went to UP. One of them is here. Nakikinig siya ngayon dito. And so, this is not against UP. It is it is a way of protecting the students para wala nang masama dito. Hopefully, wala nang masali dito sa mga mamamatay ng mga kabataan na galing sa UP. I have nothing against UP. We want to protect UP and the students.
Just a quick follow-up lang. Sabi niyo nga po, well, you pointed out that list, sir, no? And many of those, if not all, who died were killed in encounters, sir. Well, obviously, outside of UP campuses. But you also pointed out na kaya sila naging, well, as you would like to believe, na naging part ng communist movement because they were recruited in the campuses of UP. Have we conducted operations, sir? Nagkaroon ba ng mga operations ang ating security forces na na-hamper in going after itong supposed recruitment, itong going after mga taong humihikayat supposedly sa mga estudyante na sumali sa communist movement, sir, na hindi natin nasagawa dahil sa agreement na ito?
No, we have not. I think we have not gone to, we cannot even conduct any yung patrol ng police. Wala nga eh. Kasi nga bawal eh. Magpaalam ka muna, tapos sasabihin nila siguro, what is your purpose in coming here? And remember that UP Diliman is not only a school. It is a community. Barangay nga yan eh. You go around the Metro Manila, lahat ng barangay may presinto ng police. Why does UP do not have this? And meron silang police force. They are the only campus that have a private army na pinangalan nila, yung pwede nilang utusan. So, talagang, it is an equal treatment here among colleges.
Pero sir, we can do the operation, sir. Pwede niyong isagawa yung operation to go after these recruiters inside the
UP
campuses, even if existing itong agreement, sir.
Yes, we can. Ang problema lang dyan, magpapaalam ka muna. You cannot surprise these people, ginagawa namin, na bang may-ari. Pati na aresto nga eh. Arrest,
Paki-search yan.
search warrant, magpaalam ka pa sa administration. Where in the rules of court can you see that? None. So, parang nandun, sabi nga ni Secretary Spokesperson kahapon na nag-uusap kami about this. Sabi niya, lumalabas na elitista itong na they consider themselves as above the rest because gusto nilang itrato sila ng espesyal. And he is from UP. Nag-aaral sa UP yan, si Secretary Spokesperson. Oh.
To be clear lang, sir.
I'm afraid
One last lang, sir. One last. So, pero nagkaroon ng attempts. I mean, kasi sabi niyo, sir, parang napapangunahan tayo, sir, ng reservation natin because of the deal. So, medyo hindi natin itutuloy. But have there been attempts man lang? At least, whether, kasi sir, to be honest, may mga alam din kaming nagkaroon ng mga intelligence operations, mga discrete operations to monitor itong mga grupong na ito, na without necessarily, even if nag-exist yung deal, nagagawa pa rin naman ng security forces yung kanilang trabaho. Are you saying, sir, na despite the presence of, existing itong deal, hindi talaga nagawa ever?
Why even attempt kung pagpapaalam ka pa? Why even attempt? Wala, it defeats the purpose eh. Kaya ang ginagawa ng militar sa kapulis, inaabangan na lang sa labas, outside of UP. Doon nila na-inventoryan sa mga kabundukan, sa iba-ibang lugar.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have this morning.
Sayang,
Sharon,
dami
meron
ko
pa
pa
siyang
namang
last
tanong,
question.
Sec.
Sir, may isang
sige.
bonus yata sir yung...
Okay, the secretary
Kanina pa
says
nakatayo.
that.
Two questions, sir. Doon sa, susugan ko lang yung pinupunto ni David, na kung nahihirapan kayo dahil doon sa added step na kailangan magpaalam sa UP, does that mean that hindi buo yung tiwala ninyo doon sa aabisuhan ninyo na hindi ititimbre doon sa gusto ninyong arestuhin sa loob ng campus, kaya tayo nahihirapan?
Hindi naman sa walang tiwala, but it defeats the purpose of a search warrant or a warrant of arrest. Balik tayo dun sa equal protection nga eh. Bakit kailangan, sa ibang eskwelahan hindi naman kailangan yan eh. Bakit kailangan ng UP? Bakit kailangan magpaalam sa UP?
Sir, ito, ang huli ko, UP has a very vibrant, active
What?
student. Ang UP po meron siyang very vibrant student activist community. Alam naman
UP lang bang mayroon yan?
Sila po, we're talking about UP at the
Kaya nga.
moment, sir. Oo.
So you are saying
ang tinatatanungin ko po, Sec, is ano na po ang gagawin ng security forces, halimbawa kung mayroong rally sa UP na sinasabing tutulan ng administrasyong Duterte, pag may mga student groups na namimigay ng flyers na sinasabing kinikriticize yung mga polisiya ng pamahalaan, ano po ang gagawin na
gagawin
ngayon?
namin? Wala. They can shout their lungs to high heavens. They can put in the graffitis around UP.
Thank you for your question.
Wala kaming pakialam doon. Hindi namin
Dagdagan ko lang,
pakikialaman.
sir, yung KSND. Again, the abrogation of this agreement is not an impairment of their freedom of speech, of assembly, or redress of grievances. Pagkalabas nga nung statement ni SND, abrogating it, nagrally sila eh. Nakakita ba kayong may hinuli sa kanila? They shouted up to high heavens, di ba? Nag-protest, nag-demonstration. Wala namang nanghuli sa kanila. It's because so long as you are doing it within what is legal, what is allowed, what is protected, and we are there to protect you even, to ensure that you can exercise these liberties of speech, of assembly, and of redress of grievances. So yan ang pagpapatunay po. Itong 4 na punto po, in closing, gusto ko lang banggitin. What is this abrogation? This abrogation is not what? It is not a curtailment of academic freedom. Number 2, the abrogation of this agreement does not impair their freedom of expression, their freedom of assembly, and redress of grievances. Third, the abrogation of this agreement, even if done unilaterally, does not violate any obligations and contracts or provisions of agreement that I have mentioned earlier. And finally, this is not an attack against UP or any other academic institutions. As a matter of fact, this is an act to protect and to ensure na ang ating mga eskwelahan at ang ating mga kabataan, ang eskwelahan ay hindi mapapasok nito mga terorista na malinaw na binanggit ng ating butihing kalihim ng tanggulang bansa, ang listahan ng mga estudyante ng UP na namatay. Ito pa lang ang nakarecord, wala pa yung iba, sabi niya nga. Mas siguro natin na hindi mapapasok ng mga recruiter. At higit sa lahat, ang ating mga anak na iginagapang natin ng pag-aaral, gagawing araw ang gabi, makapag kumita lamang ng sapat para mapag-aral ang mga anak upang masiguro na sila naman ay masisiguro nila na ang kanilang anak na kanilang iginagapang ay makakatapos sa pag-aral at makakamtan din ang kanilang pangarap at minimiti para sa kanilang mga anak. Yun lang po, importanteng 4 points.
Okay, ito, absolute last question na po. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. My name is Spencer Ross from AUP Radio. So, sir, to lighten up the conversation po, netizens are asking if you have seen Chloe on Crash Landing on You because of the some netizens are curious about it. Kasi trending ito po sa social media at dun sa especially sa Facebook at saka sa Twitter kung nakita niyo nga raw po or napanood niya raw si Chloe kasi
Yes.
ginamit niyo siya sa
Yes,
isang
from the
statement
start
niyo.
to the finish.
Oh, so that's it po. Actually sir, one follow-up questions. May mga states and colleges and universities or firms and organizations pa po ba na aside from UP na may ganitong klaseng agreement?
Meron ba tayo? Wala, ano?
Meron daw, sir.
PUP daw, but I haven't seen. There was a rumor about PUP having an agreement with the DND, but I haven't seen a copy. And former Secretary, Minister pala siya, no? Minister Enrile denies that he ever signed that. But if they can present to me a copy, I will abrogate it also.
Yes, sir. Sir, last na talaga to. The decision and the idea of terminating the contract between UP and the national government is somehow or connected or rooted from former cadres like Eric and other witnesses who shared their testaments under the CPP and PANDF that the government should look into it, the states and university. If that's the case, do you think it's a great avenue or channel to end local communist conflict?
Yeah, those are part of the evidences that we have. Ano? Marami pa. Other former cadres are talking about it. If you have been following Bobby Tiglao, talagang he documented yung the start hanggang yung pag-ispat nila ng mga estudyante, yung magkakaibigan nila hanggang sa maibunusod nila yan, maibuyo nilang sumama sa kanila. So we have nobody disputed his accounts, and he was an activist himself.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much po.
Okay.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Ano?
Okay na.
Okay na?
Yes, sir.
I hope yung ating mamamayan ay naintindihan nila kung bakit na-terminate itong agreement na to. Sa kabutihan po lahat ng natin ito. Kabutihan ng mga estudyante sa UP especially. Dahil doon ang gagaling lahat ng mga casualties na binanggit ko. Now, I would like to reply to the to allegations of President Danilo Concepcion. Ang sabi niya, what happened, this abrogation will have a chilling effect. Will have a chilling effect on its educational system or the colleges. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, for the past 30 years, yung mga walang agreement, they were living in chill. Takot na takot sila? Hindi naman ah. So I don't think that's a very accurate agreement. And I assure everybody that we will protect you, wala mag-aabuso, and we will allow you to do legitimate dissent, assemblies, whatever. Mag-tweet kayo dyan, wala kaming pakialam doon, basta within the bounds of the law. It is when you start plotting against the government, hindi na maganda yan. We are the protector of the people. Yun ang aming sinumpaan. We have sworn our oath that we are going to support and defend the Constitution. Any people who will violate that, maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Secretary Lorenzana. I'd like to thank the panel for attending this, and of course our friends from the media. Maraming salamat mo sa inyo lahat. Have a good day. Mag-iingat po tayo. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sige, sir.